Welcome back. It's been a couple weeks since our last race out here at Pacific Raceways. This is the fourth race in the series and pretty good turnout. This is the 45 plus men's and also the women's race. There's about 25 of us. I'm going to jump ahead to the first bit of action at the start of at the end of the first lap. And on the left you can see Justin Heinen from Taco Time going off the front. And I find myself sitting here at the front of the peloton. It's way early in the race and I'm not really interested in chasing him back. I also don't want to be sitting at the front in wind here. But nobody else seems to want to come around, so I kind of just bide my time for a bit. And right now we are coming up towards the end of that first lap. We've got Anthony Cree from Fell Swoop here on the left. And at this point I decide that I will go ahead and chase down Taco Time. So I make a bit of an effort here, and Anthony comes with me. So it's just the two of us chasing down Taco Time at this point. I think Anthony dropped off from the chase, so now it's just me going solo trying to catch Taco Time. My goal isn't actually to be in a break, at least not this early. I just wanted to catch up to him and kill the break, basically. So that's what I'm trying to do right at the moment. And the catch is made. Once I did catch him, the peloton was right behind me, and my teammate Doug over there on the right takes off and counterattacks with Greg Hoagland from Taco Time. And then Andrew Martin jumps across, and Bradley Haley. And then I see Pablo from Mercedes also going. At this point, that's a pretty formidable break if they make it stick. I'm still trying to recover from the chase, and but I also know that this is very threatening. But I've got a teammate in there, a very strong teammate. And then I see Chad Brothers from 10-Speed Hero jump across, and he is followed shortly by Ted from Taco Time. So right now there's two 10-Speed Hero riders into Taco Time, so I figure I might as well get up there into the break. My heart rate still hasn't recovered from the earlier chase, and once I kind of make it across, I notice there's no real cohesion yet. I think they were trying to decide if they wanted to make this break work. It's a pretty large amount of people for a break out here. I think there's still a couple people trying to bridge across to us at this point. So everybody's kind of looking around, trying to see what kind of gap we've got, whether we should make this happen. I think while we're looking around, Ted from Taco Time takes off up there, continues on. think the chasers have bridged up to us. And it's two of my teammates, Victor and James from Hawkins. I think they're across. I don't know if they're actually fully across at this point. I know Victor is. I don't know if James has made it across yet. I am still trying to recover from my earlier effort. My heart rate is sitting well above threshold. I think my threshold heart rate's about 157. But I also know that this is probably going to be the break that sticks. It's got all of the strong people from the 45 plus in it. And there you can see Victor, my teammate, just in front of Pablo. I also haven't had a rest week in about 6 weeks, so I think that's starting to weigh on my ability to maintain my power. I see James behind me here. There he is. And at this point, I honestly almost just fell back to the peloton. It hurt pretty bad, but I realized if I did that, that would be the end of the race for me. I needed to make it up to here. So here we go. I'll put the people in the break up there on the screen. Jump ahead to the next festivities. We've played pretty nice up until now. This is a preem lap, and Doug from my team takes off over there on the right. Can't see who followed him right away. I think it's Andrew from 10 Speed Hero. Chad pulls off and leaves a little bit of a gap there. At this point, I'm hoping that the guys up front there are just fighting that for the preem and are going to slow down after they've sprinted for that. And luckily for us, that's mostly the case. I think somebody went off the front there. Basically, for the rest of the race, there was a lot of activity. It wasn't a finely tuned break where we were just swapping turns. pretty much all back together now. Let's see what happens next. I can't even remember who attacked next. It was probably Ted from Taco Time. He was doing a lot of attacking on this night. And there he goes, off on the right. Got a bit of an organized chase going on right here. Obviously Greg from Taco Time right in front of me is not going to be helping. My heart rate's finally back to normal levels. Craig's doing a good job of disrupting the chase, so I have to go around him. I think at this point, they kind of let me get a little gap, which is not what I wanted. I didn't want to actually be in a break with Ted. I just wanted us to pull him back so that he wasn't off on his own. I think, if I remember correctly, Pablo might be behind me right now. I'm kind of slowing down and pulling over, hoping someone else will pull through. And there goes Bradley. And Andrew. We got Victor. Chad. So it's all kind of broken up, not a cohesive chase at this point. Got about 5 miles left in this race. we did bring Ted back. Oh, no, we still haven't brought him back. He's still out front there. And Pablo goes. Let's chase him down. So I jump on his wheel, and causes another separation from the pack. I honestly thought everybody was following us at this point. I didn't realize it was just Pablo and I. Peloton caught back up to us, or the brake caught back up to us. I didn't want to keep pushing it. Andrew goes, and Victor from our team is following him. And then Bradley goes, so I figure I'd jump on Bradley's wheel. Finally have Ted back. So the group's all back together. Oh, I guess it's not all back together. We had a little bit of a gap from the rest of the break, but nobody's really pushing it. We all come back together here. A little bit too much time on the front here. Keep wanting somebody to come by. as far over to the right as I can, just to hopefully force somebody to come through. I think we're all feeling pretty tired at this point. We've been in the break for almost the entirety of the race. I let Victor roll off the front, hoping that would cause him to chase him, if it does. I wasn't hoping someone would chase Victor. I was hoping he might get away, and they would have to chase, and our team could just sit back. And once again, we're all back together. James is tightening his shoes up there for the eventual sprint that we are assuming is going to happen. But Ted makes another attack, and Andrew follows him. That pretty much means we all have to jump on. I know Ted was trying to wear Andrew down because Andrew's the best sprinter in the group. And his teammate Greg is an excellent sprinter as well, so he was trying to put in some attacks and hopefully soften up Andrew's legs enough to give Greg a chance at beating him in the sprint. Andrew always says he's just doing this 45 plus race as a warm-up for the P123 race. Then he comes out and wins the 45 plus. A warm-up win, I guess you could call that. Doug makes an attack. Victor on my team goes, and Bradley follows him. And Chad and Doug right there. I'm on Pablo's wheel. I jump on Doug's wheel. And Victor sits up here, causing a split. I end up going on the right. Got Greg right there. And then off to the left, you can see Andrew beating us all. And I come in just ahead of Doug on my team. Another fun race. So here's the results for the night. And then the results for the standings through 4 races right there. See you next week.